The final module topic in the curriculum is maintenance. We will also be going over the planning, intervention, and termination portions of the module. We have now reached the planning section of the module. We'll be going over how to develop a success plan and also how to develop a vision board. Additionally, we will also be going over what a miracle question is and how to incorporate it into your presentation of this module. As we have outlined what is to be expected throughout this module, we will move forward into the intervention stage. Similarly to other modules, this section will be roughly 40 minutes in length. As with other modules, make sure that the required documents are printed beforehand in order to aid within the maintenance portion of the curriculum. Those would be the My Success Plan worksheet, Miracle Question worksheet, and Vision Board instructions. Below, there is a link to the Maintenance Intervention PowerPoint. Much like other modules, this PowerPoint will again aid in the presentation of this module with the adolescent you'll be working with. Like other PowerPoints, this is the introductory slide, and it can be moved past once you and the teen are ready to continue with the rest of the presentation.
What is maintenance? It's the activity involved in maintaining something in good working order, also known as care or upkeep.
Once through the audio on this slide, there's time for discussion, and once discussion is completed, then move on to the next slide.
Part of maintenance is setting goals and deciding how to best reach your goals. If you make a goal that is realistic and it is something that you can accomplish, then you will be more likely to stay motivated to make the changes you want to make.
If discussion is desired after this slide, feel free to have that conversation with your adolescent and then move on to the next slide when you are ready.
One way to help achieve your goals and maintain a healthy life is to know who your supports are. Supports can be family, friends, neighbors, or other people you trust in your community. Supports can also be organizations you are a part of, like school or church, a sports team, or other places you gather for activities.
Again, like the previous slides, if discussion is desired, feel free to have that. If not, move on to the next slide or whenever you are ready.
Together, you and your mentor will be working to create a success plan that is just for you. This will involve brainstorming to allow you to identify your goals. You will also be identifying the support that you have and how you plan to utilize it along the way.
This slide introduces what a success plan is and how I'll be using it within the curriculum to document understanding of previous module topics and how your teen will be using them within their own life. This slide provides a visual example of what the My Success Plan worksheet will look like, which should be printed prior to your meeting. You will briefly revisit each module that has been completed, make a goal or identify an area of improvement, find resources that will help support that goal, consider existing supports and strengths to meet that goal, and consider what challenges the student might experience when trying to achieve that goal.
Another topic that you and your mentor will discuss is called the miracle question. This is a way for you to think about what your life will be like after your biggest problem has been solved. It allows you to reframe your problem and see the various different solutions you could use.
This slide introduces the miracle question through a very brief summary. Proceed to the next for instructions on how to use the miracle question worksheet to initiate discussion.
Suppose that one night you go to sleep as usual. During the night, a miracle happens. When you wake up the following day, something exciting has happened. The problem that you are facing right now is no longer there. What will you notice different about yourself? How will you feel differently? What would someone else notice about you? Who would be there with you? Now that you have an idea of what it feels like without your problem, what changes can you make towards fixing it? What strengths and resources do you have to help you make it better? What do you think the journey to your miracle is going to look like?
In addition to the information just provided, this is the visual example of what the miracle question worksheet will look like. Again, this should be printed prior to your meeting. Once reflection and discussion has subsided, proceed to the next slide.
After discussing the miracle question with your mentor, you will create what is called a vision board. A vision board includes images, quotes, or anything else that will provide a visual representation of your goals and the path you will take to reach them. For example, if you want to grow up and be a painter, you might cut out other people's art. If you want to travel to Hollywood and become an actor, you might cut out the Hollywood sign.
In addition to this slide, the already printed vision board instruction worksheet will aid in the creation of the vision board with your team. We have now reached the termination section of this module. This module will wrap up with reiterating key points that the curriculum presented. Those were key takeaways from previous modules, how to make goals and maintain self-improvement, what resources are available for support, and what life will look like when the problem is solved. As with every module, evaluation will always take place. With that, that concludes our review of the curriculum. Thank you.